Yeah, actually, you'd rock out with a kangaroo. I mean, hey, who wouldn't? But yeah, you'd be cool with that. Oh, you're in the dome. Hang on. I gotta pause this. I need a thumbnail. You're in the dome. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more of Planet Zoo here in Dave's Awesome Zoo, where we've got a lot to do. Let me answer your first question. Yes, the new DLC, the Oceania? I think it's Oceania. The Oceania pack is in here. So we've got some things we're probably going to need to look at. I haven't even glanced at it. I don't even think I read the Steam page. I just immediately got it and downloaded it because it meant more Planet Zoo stuff, and I'm wicked into Planet Zoo. So all of that's in here. We'll kind of poke at that as it comes up. But the bigger question is what I'm going to do with this. So I made this last time. We're all familiar with it. I made a gondola ride for no other reason than to make a gondola ride and see what happened. And, I don't really know what to do with it anymore. My thought was a big enclosure all throughout the center of it where you could ride the gondola and look at a thing or things as you're going through the gondola ride. And then somebody else said, well, why not have multiple enclosures through there so they could look at different animals? I thought, wow, that's a really good idea too. And then when I was coming in today, I realized one of my biggest problems is going to be pathing, because it does seem to be very tricky to get a path to run under the gondola. I gave it a shot before I even started recording, and boy, it is not the easiest thing in the world to make this happen. So we get up to about here, and then everything just goes a little bit squirrely. I can't really get a path through there, and I'm not actually 100% sure what to do with it. I was looking at the go away. Just everybody stop doing what you're doing there. I was looking at the gondola ride itself to see if there's some way I can edit it to move the goalposts farther apart, but I'm not really seeing how to do that. Nobody should be particularly surprised. Oh, you did indeed see the African wild dogs. Oh, that's very cool. You actually, when you were going by here briefly, because the gondola ride does go right through the dog enclosure, you actually saw the wild dogs. So I definitely do want to get some enclosures in here. Just not sure how to do it. I mean, obviously I could just put an enclosure in here, but there's got to be a way for the keepers and stuff to get in. Otherwise, the animals will starve to death. Let's get things moving. Let's see what's happening here. The gondola is doing nothing at all. It is pouring rain, that is true. Where is my bear? I'd like to check in on Keanu Reeves, the bear here. I think the bear might be at the vet. I think the bear had an issue. Oh my god, are we actually getting a sunny day today? In Planet Zoo. Will wonders never cease? Alright, let's see what the game will let me do in terms of pathing. So if I brought something this way and brought it all along here, I can definitely get something inside this part. So let's make it sure it goes as close to the gondola edge as it humanly can. Now, the real problem, apart from all the other problems that I'm having, is that $44,000 that you see down in the corner there. That's not my money. I don't own that. The bank owns that. I had to take out a rather hasty and ill-advised loan just so I could keep the dogs from dying from some sort of water-based horrible disease because I didn't have a water treatment thing anywhere near them. So this I like. This kind of works. I'm digging this. Now, I could probably do the same sort of thing over here. There's got to be a way I can squeak a path through there. So just for having the conversation. Yeah, see, that is very, there's a little spot right there. Just for doing it. Just see if we can get anything at all through here. This is a problem. This is obstructed. What if could I make it go underground? Is that a thought? What if I'm spitballing here. I'm blue skying, as they say. I'm whiteboarding. Is that a thing? I am just guessing at things, but what if? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to experiment with some things briefly and then see how it all goes. And if it's not going well, I'll come back and tell you. If it is going well, I'll come back and tell you. But then the next thing after that is we'll probably work on something in here. Also, why did I do that path differently? Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you why that path went different. I know exactly why that path went different. So this is the first Planet Zoo that I have recorded since upgrading, the gear, the setup, the rig, the whatchamacallit here. If you're familiar with the channel, you know I've been going through this for a couple of weeks now. New PC, new monitor, new everything, frankly. And when I did that, I noticed that although I did keep my save games, I was very clear to make sure the save games didn't go away, a lot of the settings in games have gone back to defaults. So this is why my paths are not as big as I usually like them, and why they were a different color. Okay, none of that did you really need to know, but, here we are. It's my channel. I'm just going to go Captain Exposition on you. This is probably the most horribly inefficient way to do what I'm trying to do, but the game will let me do this. So I can dig a trench under the gondola. I can just feel comment sections screaming, telling me how to raise the height of the gondola or move the goalposts farther apart so you can just get a regular path through here. But the game is letting me do this. It is letting me create this. What I'm going to try to do is maybe do this a little bit better, maybe, because this is not going to leave me a lot of room to do an enclosure. All right, let's back everything off and see if I can do that better. You know what? In my mind, I want to apologize for this, but frankly, if you've been watching the series, you should expect this. This should be exactly what you expected I was going to figure out how to do. I don't even want to walk on that. That's awful. That's a really tough spike at the top there, but you know what? Got the job done. All right, now you can go through the gondola and see stuff. All right, this is fine. Everything is fine. I just spent like $4,000 putting that together, and I got to pretty this up because that can't stand. No, seriously, I've got a plan for this. Trust me. Okay, I should probably never utter the words trust me to my viewers, but trust me, I've got a plan for this. This is going to dead end right here. We're going to come back to that at another point in time that has yet to be determined. But I was saying to myself, I have a plan. Trust me, I have a plan. I was saying to myself, boy, wouldn't it be fun to do another aquatic viewing area where you went underground to see the animals instead of the above ground one that we have for the sea lions over here. And then I said to myself, hey, I think you just accidentally started that over here, so let's just keep that train rolling. All right, back to work. So this we're just going to dead end. This is just going to live there forever. Now, I got to figure out what the heck is going to happen in here and somehow pay off this loan. Also, Dave, you should probably get the game going. This was going to be a whole episode of just like filling in the blanks again, just touching up areas here and there. But with the new DLC that's coming in, I want to make sure we're kind of on top of that. And this is one of the filling in the blanks thing. We don't have anything here. There's nothing educational going on here. Here, talk about the tortoises. Lord knows I don't want to. And we've also done a bunch of research, too, so the vets have done something about the dogs. That's fantastic. Yeah, keep working on dogs. That's cool. That's really good. Keep working on the doggy issues. And then you've done, what? Indonesia, staff facilities, and transport rides. Cool. Do we have something new? Is there Oceania in here? So, yes, there is. Okay, so Stacy, why don't you get going on that, please? Let's get some new stuff in here. And this board is saying nothing at all either. Why don't you talk about capybaras, okay? Talk about the we do have a capybara, too. Yeah, we got a couple of capybaras. And they're even being fed, which is delightful. Okay, I got to keep an eye on those. There's one right over there. You're not saying a thing about sand kitties, and that is appalling. All this sign needs to read is sand kitty and that photo. Okay, seriously this time, back to work. The first thing I want to do is actually look at the animal trading market and see if we've got any of the new animals in there, and if so, what am I going to do with them? This area here, if I had smaller animals, I could actually cut this up into two distinct encounters, enclosures, habitats, whatever. I have to think about that one. Now again, I barely even glanced at the Steam page, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking for. I know it's Tasmanian devils. I know that there's kiwi birds in here somewhere, or there might be. I mean, it's the market. They may or may not be available at this moment. And after that, I'm super fuzzy on what the new animals are. I mean, I could literally turn to my right and look that up, but instead I'm just kind of going through this here and seeing what might pop out as being vaguely new. What are you, wombats? Never done anything with wombats. Tell me about wombats. I don't want a wombat, but just tell me about wombats. You could have 1 to 2. Ooh, boy, that's a small group of animals there, isn't it? You're confident with humans. That part's cool. What kind of size do you need? Wow, very little size. 225 square meters for a wombat. 270 for 2 of them. Remind me again, you could have 1 male, 1 female. Okay, so I could theoretically breed you and maybe kind of sell off the offspring as they come up, or give them away for magic leaf points or something. I'll have a think about wombats. I wasn't thinking wombat when I came in today, but now I'm kind of thinking wombat. Little penguin. I don't remember you before. I remember the other penguins, I would assume big penguins, and koala. Are you new? I mean, you are in the Oceania region. I mean, you're from Australia, so I assume you're brand new. Talk to me about your info here, Chief. So 1 to 4, 1 male, 3 females. Well, I've only got an option for 1 right now. Males fight for access to females, so definitely just 1 male. Got it. Okay, they're promiscuous, and they're solitary. All mature offspring become outsiders. Talk to me about space. Nothing. Virtually no space. I could put these guys in a closet. There's only 1 of them, though. Only 1 of them. Do I want a solitary koala? Maybe. No, go back to koalas there. They were past the bears, Dave, so go down to koala. I'd kind of like to look at the little penguin, but again, there's only 1 of them available. So Mason the koala. I'm going to buy you. Okay, what else you got in here? Oh, a maned wolf. Those look cool. I don't think they're new, but they look wicked cool. All right, moose. Yeah, how interesting is a moose? Because we've got moose in our area. I mean, not directly in my area. I'm in the suburbs. We don't have moose. But if you go north, you're going to see a moose or 2. I mean, they're gigantic. That's your draw in looking at a moose. They're just huge. You can't fathom how big a moose is until you've seen a live moose. But apart from that, they don't really do anything that's super interesting there. Oh, I could get some more Barbarossas. Oh, good to know those are available. I'm always going shy on Barbarossas. Somebody said zebra for this environment, and I don't dislike that idea. They also said that they have buddies. They have friends. So what is that? Interspecies. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys get along with a lot of things, don't you? This is why I want to do a huge encounter in here, but the pathing is just going to make that... Well, you say it's going to make it difficult, Dave. You just solved half of your pathing problem. Oh, now I'm torn. Do I want some small enclosures? Or I could go for like 1 giant one with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Okay, just for having the conversation about giraffes. Talk to me about giraffes. 2 to 12, and they're pretty cool. Like, they're chill. All right, they're totally chill, basically. Size, talk to me. 1306, that's actually not as bad as I thought. That's not as bad as I thought. Okay, so you will get along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So maybe, like, zebra and giraffe in here? Do I realistically think I could put that together? The short answer is maybe. How would I make that happen? Now, I feel the issue here is going to be this choke point and the pathing thereof. I'm going to have like a wicked quick experiment with this. And this is going to be one of those, I'll get back to you if it actually works. This is a lot of my time in Planet Zoo, is just kind of messing around with things and then seeing if it's going to work. And then kind of reporting back and saying, yeah, that kind of vaguely worked. Also, somebody needs to remind me that I own a koala, because I'm totally going to skip out on that one. That I will never remember. Okay, go away from that. Depending on how wide I can make this choke point, I think I could make something work in here for ginormous enclosure, which, to be fair, is what I wanted to do in the first place. Okay, hook me up with a couple of zebras here. All right, we're getting a zebra, and we're getting a zebra. And then we're going to look at the giraffe idea. I'm not 100% on how to spell giraffe. I'm hoping it's going to pop up really quick. There we go. Giraffe. It's 2 Fs. Well, who knew? Okay, I got 1 that I could get right now. That's fine. I will get 1 giraffe. All right, so get all of that, and then go back to the Zoopedia. What else were you guys into? Wow, you guys will take virtually... You'll even get along with a camel. Holy moly, I'm not giving you the camel. The camel is my best enclosure because it requires virtually no interaction on my part. Dromedary camels seem to be extremely happy all the time. So we could go maybe ostrich. Those are fun. I am told that the rhinoceros is one of the worst animals to have in Planet Zoo. I'm actually told that the polar bear is the most difficult, challenging animal to do in Planet Zoo. So of course I'm going to do that. Of course I'm going to do that. Not today, but of course I'm going to do that. Warthogs, wildebeests, any wildebeest, a buffalo. How about the springboks are nice, but they're kind of boring looking. I'm kind of thinking ostrich. So I've got 2 zebras, 1 giraffe. I should make sure that the zebras and the giraffes will get along with said animals. Okay, the zebras and the giraffes will both get along with ostriches. So that is totally fine. Go back to my market, please, and get rid of all of that. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just randomly buying animals and hoping for the best. I got 2 ostriches. Right on. 2 ostriches. I'll take you, and I'll take you. So that is 5 animals total for what is ostensibly a massive enclosure. Now, provided they can fit through this little choke point. You know what? I could probably do that a little bit better. I can probably get that a little bit wider. Hang on. Now, hang on. I'm on another thing now. I kind of vaguely figured out how to edit this. So if I... Yeah, I see what you're doing there. I can make this a little bit taller, but that's not really what I want. What I want is to move the goalposts. So if I said this, how does that move? If I said do... No, that's not really what I wanted to achieve. I want to make this farther so, paths can go through it. What if I tried to make this a little bit taller? Just for having the conversation. Would that enable me to put a path through there? So that's good. Yep, we're done with that. Thank you very much. I know you're closed right now. We're going to kind of come back to that. That was largely useless because that's a staff path over there. That doesn't make any sense at all. What I really need is for this to come through here. Well, let's try again. Okay, that worked. I raised the height of that, and that did exactly what I wanted to do. So I kind of don't need this anymore, but now I'm hooked on my idea of an underwater viewing area over there, like underground underwater viewing area. So I'm keeping that. We're going to keep rolling with that. Now, back to my choke point. Now that I've done that, I could move a lot of this. Oh, goodness. Okay. I signed up today to kind of poke around the DLC, but I'm just gonna fuss with this track for a bit and see if I can make my dreams come true here. Okay, it's different. I think it's what I wanted, though. So I wanted this to run under here. Now, the next question is, are they going to let me put a barrier along here? I kind of should have thought about that. Staff are having to queue, yes. This is also going to suck for the guests because they're going to be really sad that they have to go near a staff facility. Maybe I delete this path? Maybe I delete this path. Show me how close you're going to let me get on these barriers here. Are you going to let me go, like, right through this? Oh, you totally will. I can basically clip right through a goalpost. Fantastic. The salamanders are having offspring. Do I look like I have time for that right now? I swear to you by all that I hold holy, this will make sense at some point. You have no idea how long I've been recording this episode. I'm coming up on, like, almost 3/4 of an hour, and I am just fussing with things, and I love every second of it. I really do enjoy Planet Zoo. Far, far more than I ever thought I would. I didn't realize it was this good. I never gave it enough credit. Delete that, please. Okay. This is kind of what I wanted. All right, so the staff path, actually, I could even do the door to the facility through the staff path. That would probably make their lives a lot easier, especially seeing as there's a keeper hut right here. The staff are having to queue. Well, you know what? You know what, staff who are having to queue? I'm working on it. Again, please remind me that I bought a koala, because I'm not going to remember to do that. You know what I am going to do before I even begin to work on that habitat, where I've got zebras and God knows what else, a giraffe in my storage. How do we even put the giraffe in storage? It's a very small building. It probably hurts its neck. I did want to mess around with one wicked cool thing from the DLC, and that's the observation dome. Okay, so check it. It's a viewing dome that goes in the encounter, the habitat here. I don't know if I can make it work in this small one, but then the guests can like go underground and then pop their head up, quite literally, and just look at the animals, but the animals aren't freaked out by it. Now, is there anywhere? This is a really tiny enclosure. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this to live in here. Where else could I theoretically put it? You know who has a bunch of shy animals is Suburbia. The skunks and the beavers and the whatnot. Oh, did you just... Oh, no. Thought I got an area over there. The problem with Suburbia, though, it's mostly water. It is mostly water. Could I put it... Oh, the capybaras are about to die. I will, at some point in time, buy you a new capybara. I'm sorry, we're not resting until I figured out how to do the dome. Oh, hang on. I had one right there. Okay, so over in the Barbarossas, I could put a dome here. I just want to mess with it. Put a dome. Now what do I do with it? Is that it? Is that active? Because where is their, like, entrance? Or do they just sort of... They just sort of magically have an entrance? I'm gonna just keep an eye on this. Do I have to do anything to it? Habitat missing view... Oh, place dome entrance. Okay, so it's almost like a ride. Great. I am wicked into this. Oh, wait, I can put it right here. Oh, that's fun. Oh, put it right there. Oh, that's neat. It even looks good, too. Go away. No. Stop doing what you're doing. Go away. What else do I need to do here? Enter camera view or select habitat. Do I need to select a habitat? No, I don't. I mean, it's just automatically in there. Okay, is anyone gonna pop their head out? Hang on, I gotta deal with Miriam over here. Miriam, I'm very sad about your experience. How many more capybaras do I have right now? I have one who is male. Okay, I might buy you a friend. We'll kind of figure that out. I got to go back and check on my Barbarossa Dome here. Where's my... There we go. Barbarossa Dome in action. Do I have to do anything over here? Do I have to, like, enable this or turn it on in some way? Barbarossa's check. Oh, you're inside the dome. Oh, hang on. You're inside the dome. Show me. Pop your head out of the little bubble here. Nobody wants to pop their head out of the bubble. It's very, very disconcerting. Could I do that with the seals? That'd be kind of fun, huh? Just pop your head out and look at a seal. The seals are adorable. What are you doing down here? Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh, Matilda, you're adorable. Wow, you're elderly. You don't show it, Matilda. You look great. You're moving a little slow. We're not going to lie about that, but you look fantastic. 33 years old. I'd say 23, Matilda. You look good, kid. Yeah, nudge your little rubber ducky there. That's adorable. I love it when you guys do that. Oh, I'm so happy with this enclosure. I know, it's like the simplest, most basic thing on the planet, but I made it, and it works, and they swim around, and people are like, oh my god, look at the seals. Now, this is the crowd that I'm talking about. I was saying for ages, you're glitching through a wall there, Chief. You're glitching through a wall. There you go. Okay. I was saying for ages, this encounter should be getting way more exposure, and now it is. All right, now people are freaking out about this. Rightfully so. Because, again, we love seals, and sea lions, and that guy named Seal who did the Batman song. You know who desperately needs a dome? The alligators. You've got to have a dome in the alligators. I'm going to put this wherever I humanly can. There you go. And they should be over here, too, because this is like one of their feeding areas. Okay, so dome there, and then let's get a door for your dome. That could go... Oh, that was a good spot. That's a good spot. Make sure it's not interfering with another door, Dave, because you literally have another door there. Can you go... Where can you go? Where would be a good spot for you? Got some pathing over here. Actually, could you go, like, right here? That'll work. I'll take that. Okay, good. Cool. Excellent. Do all of that. Excellent. You can go in, pop your head up, and then there's literally an alligator coming right at you. Fantastic. Who are you, by the way? Wyatt. Oh, you're outsider. Okay, you're an outsider. Well, time to shave you off then, kid. Let's get some more of those magic leaf points, please. Now, I gotta figure that a giraffe is going to need a very tall enclosure. How? 13.37 meters. That's like a gallon, right? I think that's actually too big. I mean, that just looks ginormous. I'd be okay if they poked their head over the barrier. That'd be fine. That'd be kind of neat, actually. So let's get some length going on a little better than that. There we go. Let's make this happen a little bit faster. I got a lot of ground to cover here. So let's do... I bet you zebras can jump, like, really high. They seem like the type, don't they? The land snails are having offspring, which is neat. I think we've got those guys geared up to just get shaved off immediately when there gets to be too many of them. This is going to be so so cool when I am done with it, I think. Or it's going to be a hideous monstrosity that I can't be in charge of anymore, and I'm going to abandon my zoo. I'm not sure. It's going to go one way or the other. It's definitely, it's going to be a thing. Well, that ground to a halt because I'm out of money. Should have probably been keeping an eye on that. Yeah, probably should have been keeping a vague eye on the money side of things, Dave, because these, these barriers aren't cheap, are they? No. No, they're not, kid. So why don't we get a lot of our money back? Yeah, wow. Those were 500 a pop, dude. You don't have those kinds of funds. All right? You don't got that. Okay, well, what could we do with a little bit of money? And I do have a koala in storage. I'm sitting on a koala here. I just got a koala in a box, doing nothing, frankly. Could I? And they need very little space. So what if we said there's a koala that lives here? Just a small enclosure. Like sort of that, and small, Dave. Small enclosure, please. And I want to specifically leave room for one of those dome things over here, if I can squeeze that in. In fact, I should make room for that. I should make sure we have enough room. Now, we just did vet research. So what I'm actually going to do is something incredibly stupid. Nobody should be surprised by this. I'm going to, as usual, put the koala in the encounter, which has nothing, and then assign a vet to figure out what they like. We're going to lose another raccoon. Zane, I can't keep buying raccoons. I'm kind of short on cash, man. I have a $50,000 loan out, and I've just built absurd things. Zane, do you know how long it took me to do this? What did I do? Is it money? Please say money. Oh, good. I desperately need that. I will take that 2,000 for getting my rep up a little bit higher. Have you got my, wow, it's going to be a long walk, actually. It's low priority, but I probably should put another one of the trading centers up over here somewhere. Yeah, Zane's dead, aren't you? Is that my last raccoon? Go away, and go away. Do I have any other raccoons in here? I got beavers and skunks. Nope, gonna need another raccoon. All right, Zane, the koala is kind of taking priority right at this exact second, so I will, well, Zane, you can't hear me, because you're dead. Well, until the koala gets here, let's just at least keep the research going. You guys can just keep doing what you're doing over there. The vet research, I'm gonna hold off until my koala gets in the door here. Koala's gonna hate this place. Koala's gonna absolutely hate this. I bet they want climby stuff. They're like wicked into climbing, right? Also, I could use some more caretakers down here. Oh, why did I do this? Okay, I had an option, all right? I have choices in my life. I could have said, after the gondola was built, just tear it down. Oh, P.S., by the way, Dave, you never actually turned it back on after you did the alterations there. So, you know, nobody's spending $10 on the gondola here because it's not turned on. I could have just torn all this down. Like, that's a thing I could have done. I have choices. I make choices in my life. I made a choice to start this zoo in a biome where it's constantly raining, and I'm regretting that choice today. Okay, koala coming in. Great, cool. All right, I have no money. That is a very real problem because I can't even put up a feeding trough for the koala. What I can do is at least start researching them. So we've done things about the dogs. Good, we actually know a lot of things about dogs right now. That is great. Where is the koala? Probably under K for koala. Adelaide, you are my koala expert, or at least you will be when I'm done with you. Okay, a mere 5 years left on the 50K loan, so I'm going to take out another one. I know, this is not the way to run an economy, but I've got to feed my koala. They just dumped him on the ground. Oh, that is vaguely sad. They just like, yeah, here's a koala. I tell you what, koala, you better be pulling the money in, chief. All right, I'm definitely doing one of those domes because I'm just in love with the dome thing. So before I get everything set up here, let's make sure we have space for a dome. Okay. I actually didn't check to see whether koalas are confident with humans or not. I'll kind of cross that bridge in a sec. And by a sec, I mean probably 2 or 3 episodes from now. Okay, let's start with the basics. Let's put in a water pipe over... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, Dave. Koalas. Let's remember our experience with the tortoises. Koalas are pretty slow, right? Those are a slow-moving animal. fact, I think they're like cats. They just sleep for most of the day and then they jump out of trees and kill people. I believe that's what they do. So let's keep the food and water somewhat centrally located. Arboreal feeding platform. Are you going to need to be up in a tree, Chief? Oh, I really did not think koalas through. Okay, how to feed your koala. Step 1. A climbable log. Okay, cool. That exists. Can I put this on this? Ah, okay. So what if we put that there? Can the koala now eat? Also, what are you guys rocking for shelters these days? What are you into? Regular stuff. Okay. No chance of a burrow, huh? Those are pretty easy to slap together. I would love to put this up. That'd be fantastic. That looks so cool. It's a little bigger than it really needs to be, though. There's only the one of you. What have you got that's like super small? Okay, basic shelter. Also, are you gonna want to like sleep in a tree or like not? I'm not gonna go too far with this. I just kind of want to see how this vaguely works. So, climbable who's what's it here? And then what could I do? A branch? How does that kind of work? Do you want to climb on that? I don't know. Do a thing there. How does that look? Oh god, that's terrible. No, that's got to get moved right now. Koala or not. Oh, this can't stand. No. Hang on. That's got to get moved over there. This has to get moved more central, please. Like that. Okay. Better, worse, or no change? Much better. Okay. And you, no, come here. I'm talking to you, Mr. Y-shaped branch. You go there. Better, worse, no change. Nope. Got to come over a little bit like this. How are we doing? Oh my god, what have I done? Okay, I'll take it. It's a little bit off center, but I'll take it. Show me this thingamajiggy here. We like put that there? Can they even get up there? I don't know how any of this works. I don't climb things traditionally. What are you? Climbable natural platform, you say, huh? You just kind of go in here. I'm reluctant to... Oh my god, that looks terrible. Why will you not center properly? Little Adrian Monk in my head is losing it right now. I'm just kind of putting stuff here. I don't know if the koala can do anything at all with this. Oh my god, look at your cool stuff. Metal climbing frame. Oh, I didn't even scroll down. I can't afford any of this. I have $70,000 out right now. Oh, that's so cool. You know what I should do? I should just basically like copy that to practice. That's probably a smart idea. So you're using the wicked big poles. Like, go away. The ginormous poles here. Oh, you're into wind chimes? Oh, cool. You like what bears like. Well, you are, in fact, a koala bear. That makes a certain degree of sense. Sure, yeah, you can have wind chimes. That's cool. I'll give you some kind of toy, at least. Small climbing frame. I'm going to put this up in case I've completely boned the feeding platform, which I'm sure I probably have. Okay, what kind of things are you into in terms of terrain? You're actually pretty good, except you hate the short grass. Or rather, you hate the long grass, you'd like the short grass. So can I just make a lot less long grass? Would that be the easy way to deal with your terrain issues? Yeah, it totally will. All right, so it seems like you'll take all the short grass you can get. There we go. Problem solved right there. You've got the correct amount of all of that, and you don't really care about anything else because that's all the correct amount. Wow, you were easy. I promise you, Mason the koala, when I have money that I actually own, which is not now, will totally make this place prettier. But what's your environment? Obviously, Oceania. Of course it is. So, just a couple of things, kid. I can't afford to give you a lot. I really don't have a lot. I'm going to give you this rock because Australia... That kind of seems like an Australia-y kind of thing. I'm going to try and sink that in like that. So I don't know if you can climb on that or not. The dome should be in pretty decent range to look at all this stuff. They're going to pop... Oh, I got to put the thing out, don't I? Give me this. Place the dome entrance, like right here. There you go. I like these. I even like the way they look. They're kind of cool looking. Okay, let's begin to get this moving here. So you, the platform, can we get a keeper over there? I should probably put another work zone over here whenever I have money to deal with all of this. that would just kind of do these two. But for now, somebody will get over there. Remind me, Sparky, of your Zoopedia, please, because I need to know if you are shy or not. And that way we can do the one-way glass. So koalas, no, just make all of this go away, please. Species data. You are confident with humans, actually. You're not too fussed with the humans. You're fine with that. Oh, were you climbing? Oh, no, that's a keeper. I mean, he might climb. I don't know. Did you put... Oh, no, that's a log. You haven't actually put any food here. See, that's an issue, isn't it? Oh, yeah, you're doing a thing. Hang on. Yeah, you're climbing up there, but that's not the one I made. That's the thing. I'm gonna try and fidget with this. Maybe we do the Y shape, and we spin that, and then we sink it, and then move it like how do you have yours? Just kind of butting up against it. Okay, I can probably work with something along those lines. So if this is like right here, okay, hopefully that means they can get up. And actually, if I did another one, bring that up like this until I tell you to do something different. If I did that like that, can you then get up to that one? I might be onto something here. I'm probably not. He's clearly favoring the other one. Could I do, just because I know he can get on there, could I do a feeding platform on this? Just a small one will be fine. No, apparently I cannot. Am I out of money again? No, I often am. Okay, this seems like wicked Australia. I don't know that for a fact, but it seems very Australia-esque. Australia-ly. Oh, he must be sick. Oh, no, he's come back. He got boxed up and then immediately put back. Good for you, Chief. Don't climb the tree and escape, by the way. Oh, you're already doing the wind chimes. Look at you. You're much more spry than I gave koalas credit for. You're all over the place. How are you feeling? Okay, your enrichment is not great yet. We are working on that. We're trying to learn things about you. Food enrichment is what you'd like. Okay, well, I like this tree. You'd like food. We're going to have to hold off on that until we actually do some research on it. And obviously, I got to get, like, donation stuff over here because ain't nobody giving me any money right now. Go in. Oh, you're in the dome. Hang on. Are you in the... You're in the dome. Hang on. I just made a bunch of W's that I'm searching for. Oh, you went out of the dome. Come back to the dome. I want you to see you poke your head out of here and look at the koala. Are you going in the dome? I wish you guys paid extra to go in the dome. All right. Donation box definitely right here. And probably one along here. Get out of all of that. Make that go away. Let's do some basic media. We'll do the education board right up along here somewhere. I'm trying to actually keep half an eye, see if anyone's feeding this animal. Primarily, is it bamboo that they eat? Pretty sure it's bamboo. And let's tell people about the koala that lives in here. Not the bear. We've already got info on the bears. Thank you very much. Has anyone attended to your food needs, sir? No, not even a little bit. You're going to be sad about that. Food enrichment. Toy enrichment's good. Interspecies bonus. You know, I didn't even check that. Are you, like, cool with anyone? Yeah, actually, you'd rock out with a kangaroo. I mean, hey, who wouldn't? But yeah, you'd be cool with that. Oh, you're in the dome. Hang on. I gotta pause this. I need a thumbnail. You're in the dome. Let's see if we can get it looking just a little bit more interesting in here. A couple of cabbage trees. I actually had no idea cabbages grew on trees. News to me, but cabbage tree it is. The inspector's arriving. That's broadly fine. Maybe a couple of these things could be over here. The beavers are about to have beaver babies. That's also basically cool. All right, with that, we can always shave them off later. Maybe some of these things. These are pretty. Put those, like, there. All right, this is more for the guests than anything else. But again, I really want to check on the whole, are we, not only are we feeding you, are we capable of feeding you? Like, can we, just let's make sure there's a keeper urgently requested for that. I'm going to put another couple of these here, just because it looks weird that it's kind of hanging off in space there. How do I make sure that this animal is in fact fed? Oh, we've got a grazing ball feeder, but that's not for koalas, though. Koalas don't care about that. Go to koala-based things. All right, the keeper came in and said, yay, and then left, which was weird. That was an odd thing for the keeper to do. You, apart from the whole we're not feeding you aspect, you do look cute. You ain't wrong about that, kid. You do look adorable. Mason, you're all right. I bet people are going to love you, too. Everybody loves koalas until they murder you. All right, we've done mechanic research, but sadly, no vet research. I need to know what's going on with koalas, and we're kind of running out of research here. Yeah, I got Twilight theme Sure, Mohammed, why don't you get on Halloween-y kind of stuff, and then I'm basically done. Once we figure out the new stuff and Halloween, mechanics can just go do their mechanic-y things, which would be great. How are you guys feeling about this? You into this? You want to go on the gondola? Go! Please go! Yeah, they're loving the domes. They're all, look at them on the dome. And then you go out of the dome. You probably come back out here. Oh yeah, they are loving the dome. Dome is alright. Well, it's been an interesting episode. In that this happened, and I realize now I should never have done that. Because I've spent all my money on things that I can't do anything with. This exists over here, but I swear to God I have a plan for that. We bought a koala. We put a koala up. I've got a zebra in a box and a couple of giraffes. This has been, and I have no money. I owe $70,000 to the bank. $70,000 to the bank. I'm going to tell you right now, Real World Dave has had debt in his life. Not anymore. But in my younger days, I had debt in my life. I've never had $70,000 in debt. That's an obscene amount of money. But we'll try and maybe sort of pick up the pieces again next time. I have a feeling I'm going to go bankrupt. I don't know that I can make enough money to pay off these loans. Clearly what I'm going to have to do is chill. Just sit and let everybody get down with the koala action over here. Hopefully maybe figure out, if at all, I've done my climbing platform right. I really don't feel I have. I just don't think that's right at all. Maybe we'll learn something new when the vets get done with the research and we can figure out a better way to feed them. I don't know. But we'll pick up some more Planet Zoo again next time, guys. Do please keep the comments coming in. I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be a lot of them on this episode. But do please keep the comments coming in. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know, an argument could have been made that spending an obscene amount of money on researching the theater just so I can get a sign that says Electric Boogaloo may not have been my smartest move. That is a strong argument, and that's an argument that you'd probably win, frankly. Wow, naked guy sticks his hand in a beehive. This can't end well. I don't know where I would see a leather carpet, but I'm going to imagine I had to pay an entry fee to see it.
I have a cylinder. I broke Dave.
Broke Dave.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be back. I just dropped my controller.
Oh my goodness.